Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock. Happy Thursday evening to you guys. So guys, I wanted to it's been a very long day. Very long day. But a productive day. I'm grateful. Um I wanted to talk to y'all because I saw a video just now and it truly just like um made me want to make this recording. So you guys have probably seen it because it went viral, but it was from a pastor who was speaking about the heaviness of being a pastor, right? I think there's a young lady who's currently transitioning and he can't be there and things like that. And the man is broken. I mean, he's crying, he's in tears, he's broken. So you can tell it's his soul that's crying. Again, sometimes, when you look at people, you can tell people are shedding tears. They're just kind of going through something. But then, you can look at individuals and you can tell when their soul is hurting and broken. So I say all this to say, I wanted to talk about leadership, right? And leadership is not always pastoring. Leadership is leadership, right? So are you that leader in your family? Do everybody call you? Are you a business owner and everyone, looks up or depend on you? Are you a mentor? You know, leadership can come in so many different ways. Are you a teacher? Are you a counselor at a youth group? Are you well, we can go on. You guys get the point, I'm sure. But here's the thing about leadership. As I always say this, and I will always say this, people always see, the glitz and the glamour, I guess what they want to see. And they just assume, that you accumulate things and it's just so easy. Oh, you have followers and you have this and you have, so life must be great. But what they don't see is the flip side. Okay. Especially, of course, I'm no pastor, but, not even a leader, a leader in the sense of, the church home environment. I'm just somebody who's truly just used as a vessel by God. I choose. Well, I won't say I choose. I think God has chosen me to be someone who is authentic enough to say, hey, I'm in a process. I haven't arrived yet. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm sure ain't where I used to be. So let's hold hands, brothers and sisters. Let's hold hands as we all struggle together. Because for some people, their transition happens overnight where they go from sin to boom. They have some type of major encounter with God and boom, they just drop everything. And I think sometimes these people feel like that's the case for everybody. No, it's a process for a lot of people. And I'm one who stands firm in that. And I remember speaking to several of my friends when I decided to, really start making these YouTube videos. And now my dog is snoring. I'm sorry. Tippy. And I would tell them, like, I don't know what it is, but I do know I want to be in the middle, right? See, God was only giving me, or I could only receive the word middle at the time, but I couldn't articulate it. But now I know what that meant for me is to be authentic enough to have a conversation with people who are spanking brand new. I mean, one day in on the spiritual walk, someone who is hold hands with someone who's in a process like me, meaning they judge no one, absolutely no one, but they still are truthful and all that good stuff. And then I can go somewhere where you've had the people who have quote unquote arrived. First of all, they're no perfect people, but who are very mature and who can like really deal with this thing called life 100% on the spiritual level. So I can be around all three groups. And I believe that's why people gravitate towards me. And I try to tell people that's why it's so important to walk in your truth, because everybody else want to put these labels on you or make you think you should have to be there. I had people tell me, oh, no, you can't be in the process. You can't speak about God in your process. But because of my connection with God, and once God tells me what I need to hear, nobody else can tell me different. I'll listen to you, but I'm going to filter you out. I'm going to go based on what I know God has said to me. And that is why I've been able to have success in many areas of my life. It's not that people didn't try to stop me. It's not that people didn't try to deter me from what I can see in my vision, but I push past, fear, push past what people say or think that I could and could not do. And when you do that, then you walk into what's for you. But in saying that, however you are used as a leader, right? People look up to you. If you have a business, again, you have staff and all that stuff. Here's the thing. If we're going to be honest, check on your strong friends. Point blank, period. Check on your strong friends. And if you're that strong person, I feel you, right? Actually, this is going to kind of go off the rails for a little minute because it just popped in my head. I ran into someone that he may be listening now, actually. And you do not have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to, so be it. But you do not have to say anything. But I ran into someone today, and we had a conversation, and the whole time he was talking to me or whatever, I know there were some things I needed to share with him, and eventually after he finished, I did. And of course, there's always the reaction of, oh my God, how did you know that? Oh my God, you're like an angel. Oh my God. All glory to God. It ain't me, honey. I'm just a vessel. So whatever God tells me, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. And so I don't want that praise of like, oh my, how would you know that? And you are so right. Because it's not me. Again, when God uses people, it's the Spirit. You are just the vessel. Had to fire a staff again. And I spoke to her today. I really, really like her. And we spoke about her, quote unquote, feeling bad because she disappointed me, right? So I explained to her as well that it's not about me. If you feel like you disappointed anyone, you disappointed God, because God has blessed you with a blessing that many people can't find right now. How many people are looking for jobs? How many people have been laid off? So if God has given you an opportunity and you don't embrace it and literally worship it and value it, when he snatches it, I don't even hold it to heart any longer. It's almost like, listen, I don't have an issue with you. You're going to have to go down and sit down and have a conversation with God to apologize to him for taking advantage of his blessings. It is what it is. But then that conversation spilled over to other things and just some other areas that she needed some more words of affirmation and confirmation and pouring into and all that stuff, right? So between having this conversation with the guy who I saw earlier, and then having a back-to-back conversation with her, by the time I got home, I'm tired. And I'm sure you guys can hear it in my voice because normally I'm very perky and upbeat and all that stuff, but I'm tired. And it's not because it's 9:18. I'm tired. So pouring into people takes from you. And as leaders, in whatever way that is for you, you have to get to a place where you find a healthy balance. Here's why. You can't pour from an empty cup. Generational norms have taught us that so well. No matter how tired you are, no matter what you're lacking, no matter what, you got to take care of this person, you got to take care of their family, you got to do this and do that, do this. And before you know it, you've given everybody everything except yourself. Do you know if you fall, everybody falls? But we allow people to put these labels and titles. I had somebody call me a couple of days ago. I wouldn't even get into who it was, but it pissed me off, right? Because the comment that was made to me was, you're always so busy. Every time I call you, you're busy, or you don't answer the phone, or you're busy, busy. Mind you, this is an individual who's always needing to borrow money, always needing something, but they will turn right around and tell you that the reason why you are busy is to be able to bless others accordingly. They want to just pull from you. It's almost like Well, yes, I need your help in this area, but you're not helping me enough. Or when you start helping someone else, you're not, I need more help. And so you'll find yourself, because you are a leader or because you feel you're chosen, and you will live with that lie that we have to help everybody, that we have to be there for everybody. Mind you, half of these people won't even be there for us, but that's fine. We're not worried about that, right? We just know what we have to do as leaders, as mentors, as teachers, as business owner, as however you're used. And we just show up. But then that time arrives where everything hits you at once. Why? Because now you're going through your own personal struggles. I thank God I'm so out that season, but you're going through your own personal storms. You're going through a dark storm. And people are still piling things on top of you. But because you don't know how to say no, because you've been there for everyone, you just let them. And wouldn't even open your mouth to say, listen, I can't. Like, listen, I'm on my face right now. I don't even know, like, I can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel. Your girl or your boy need a break from life. Not literally, but you know what I mean? And you allow people to pour that stuff on top of you. Toxic stuff. Over and before you know it, you break because it's too much. Too much for you to handle. Now, because it's too much for you to handle, you now go to these individuals or people who you think you could go to and say, hey, whew, I need a word. And you know what most of them will say? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, because you normally have the answers. And it's, I guess it's true, because if you think about it, if people are always used to coming to you for the answer, they always think that, you're wise and that you hold a lot of wisdom and value and things like that. So they come to you. So it's almost like they see you as, I don't know. I don't want to use the word as their God, because maybe it's not that serious. Well, maybe it is. Because, they're coming to you where they really should be going to God with a lot of things. And now when you get that first, well, I don't know. So now it's almost like, well, I'm not even asking anybody else for any help, because there's somebody who can even help me. And guess what? It's probably true. Maybe. Unless you got some strong spiritual friends behind you. And sometimes God will even cease that in the season, because again, he wants you to get closer to him. So you have to get to a point where if you can't pull from people, and when I'm speaking broken, I'm not talking about, your lights are off broken. I'm talking about life is on your shoulder broken. And you have to get yourself to a place where you have that conversation with God. So it's like you're getting your information and your resources from God, because you can't get it from most people. But on the flip side, you have to be able to love yourself and respect enough to tell these people, I can't right now. I need a break. I'm going through my own stuff. You don't have to even get into what you're going through. I can't right now. And you have to be okay with I can't come. And if you're somebody like me who's always, you're people pleasers, that's going to be hard at the beginning. But when you do it 1 or 2 or 3 times, it get easier. Now, my phone's stay ringing. Can you give me a word? Can you come here? Listen, before I say yes to anybody, let me get back with you, because now I got to tap into my source. Who and what do you need me to do? Because I'm not about to sit here pouring hours and hours into people who won't even receive it, because they're stuck on what they're stuck on. You're watering dead grass, but they're calling your phone 56,000 times a day with the same nonsense, even after you've poured into them, and they still won't take your advice, but they want to keep calling you to pour that toxic stuff on you. Boo, you got to go. I'm going to give you this word, but you got to, don't call my phone again. Don't listen. So And I'm not, and truth be told, I'm not going through that. I'm in a beautiful season of my life right now. I thank God. But because I'm an empath, I feel everything. So when I saw this guy video, typically I don't watch videos like that because again, I know I'm an empath. So if somebody's sitting here crying and I feel what he's going through, you feel it, like you literally feel it. It's almost like you're carrying his pain. All my empath know, but you're carrying his pain. But someone sent me the link and I kind of just clicked on it, but I shouldn't have because now it's like I'm kind of in this, But check on your strong friends. Friends, please do not be afraid to ask for help. Call your praying friends. Get on YouTube. Find what works for you. And most importantly, plug into your spiritual source because that's where your downloads are going to come from. That's where you're going to get your cup filled back up. I used to make conferences. I haven't to make conferences. I'm tired. I used to have conferences many years ago, maybe about 8 years ago. And I walk away from it because it's like by the time I left there, I mean, I couldn't even get out the door. Like once the conference is over, there's people pulling at you at the door, right? With 1,000 questions, 1,000 things to say. And that's beautiful. I mean, no disrespect to that at all. That's beautiful. But because I was not in a place in my life where my cup was full, it literally drained me. So I pulled back. Right? I never get back to it, but I just know I had to get my cup back filled. And eventually I did. Filling up your cup sometimes just means self-care, self-love. Learning to say no. Focus on yourself, regardless of what generational norms have taught you. Cut off all toxic people. Anything that pulls at your mind in a negative way is toxic. Anything that pulls at your mind, your psyche, your spirit, is toxic. So you have to get to a place where you, isolate and develop, self-love and self-care and all that stuff. Then your cup flows back over. So now I can have a call, even though, like I said, I was a little tired once I got home, but I'm not drained. I'm just tired, but I'm not drained. Where before I would be sitting here pouring into people who I had no business even pouring into. So I say, just before you make moves, pray, ask for wisdom, ask for discernment, because everybody doesn't want help. Some people just want you to listen. So before you start wasting your time, ask them. When your phone rings, ask them. Listen. Hello? I answer my phone down. This is Kizzy. Girl, did it? Okay, cool. Let me ask you a question. Do you want me to listen? Or do you want my advice? Simple. Because if you want me to listen, I'm going to let you vent and do what you do. Bump your head a few times. Go do what you do. Whatever. But if you want my advice, don't. Okay. Just get ready. But anyway, I hope this helps someone. I got to go to get me some good rest. You guys have a great one. I'm going to be posting a video this weekend. And I would love your support. I can't tell you guys what it is, but I would love your support. I'm not the one. Like most people ask people, can you comment? Can you share? That's not me. And I get it because it does help with the, what is it called? I can never pronounce it. Algorithm something. So that's why you see a lot of people like share and like. And listen, I'm not doing all that because I feel like if it's for you, you'll receive. Whoever it's for, they will receive it. But with this video coming up, sometime this weekend that I will post, I would love for you guys to please support it, share it, and all that good stuff. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.